Hey everybody, Wes here with Nostalgia Highway. It's the first of 2021. So usually I'm doing a what to look forward to in 2021, kind of reviewing 2020. Yeah, 2020. Yeah, 2020. I mean, and it's still rolling into 2021. What do you talk about 2020? 2020 was a rough year for a lot of people. It was a rough year for me. I am lucky. I have a day job and was able to work from home. My home office / living room, desk right behind me. There weren't a lot of videos that I made, even though I made a few. But when you do 99% of your content is automotive related, and there's no events in Southern California because everything's closed down, you're not having events. As the year went on, the pandemic was happening and people were losing their jobs and a lot of sitting at home watching TV. And, I did realize that I am much more of a homebody than going out. I do like staying at home and not, basically grocery store, home, grocery store, home. Every so often I'd go out to an event, kind of support, like the Automobile Drive Museum had their things. I did some pinup shoots with Mitzi at her place, always masked and doing all those safety precautions you have to do. But, there wasn't a lot happening. As the year went on, it got a little rougher. I lost my uncle, sadly, right before Halloween to cancer. And then we hit December and we got to the 25th and Christmas, and when it's supposed to be a day celebration, we find out the next day. I wake up in the morning to text messages that my friend Dano from Dano Live was at a car race and street race, and the car lost control and he was killed. Not a great way to end that, but I'm gonna miss the hey, it's Dano Live.
Hey, it's cruising out here in Huntington Beach, California, and Santa had arrived.
I'm gonna miss my friend Dano. I'm gonna miss hanging out with him. For those of you that don't know, Dano covered car shows like I do all over Southern California. He shot sunsets. He lived in Huntington Beach. He shot beautiful sunsets down in Huntington Beach and up and down the coast. He covered events in Vegas. He went up to Pebble Beach and covered events coming all the way up and down California and into Arizona and everything, and went to Havasu for events and everywhere. And he affected so many people worldwide, and he's really gonna be missed. I mean, I'm really gonna miss him. I did help him out with his website and set that up as part of my Wes Nielsen company deal. It's a rough one to lose, and he affected so many people there's not much more I can say than it's really going to be missed. But there is a memorial service so this is going up on the 1st of January. On the 6th of Wednesday, which is normally the Surf City Classics car club, they're doing a memorial service, memorial cruise down in Huntington Beach. I will leave that information and a link to the Facebook information and everything down in a link below in the description. So Wednesday at like 4 at I think it's Lake Park in Huntington Beach on Main Street. They're gonna all start meeting there, and then I think it goes to like 7 or something like that. But just a rough, Jesus, man. So we're rolling into 2021. It's the first. Usually I'd be like excited and we're going to have shows, and I don't even know what's going to happen. I did a video at the beginning of the year thinking there's going to be events all year long. And yeah, Just Fun Run, which is in January, is still going on, which is, you can easily do social distancing because everybody's in individual cars. They're not stopping at shops like they normally do. They're starting off where they normally start, and then they're going to roll out, and then it's going to police stations, and they're going to do drive-bys to some of the local police stations, from what I understand. The big one, of course, would be Grand National Roadster Show would be at the end of January. Yep, Grand National Roadster Show is moved to May. And I don't even know if that will happen. we don't know what's going to happen. I'm just rolling with it this year. One of the crazy things I did do, of course, towards the end of this year, 2020, it's like it's 2021, so why am I saying this year? Last year, was change the name of this channel. Haha, see, when you're sitting around and not doing a lot, you change things. One of the things I realized that I'm not covering car shows is there's other things that I want to talk about, and the name, the Daily Driver Project, just didn't fit within. I wanted to expand. So Nostalgia Highway kind of means I can cover a lot of other stuff that interests me. One of the other things too that sitting around and not doing anything got me was starting to learn things. I have been learning, all of this, my videos, everything is edited on Adobe's Premiere Pro. I am a Adobe user. I use Photoshop for my stuff and Lightroom and all the Adobe stuff. And there's this program called After Effects, which is a thing to make graphics and whatever. So if you saw my video talking about the switch over to Nostalgia Highway, if you saw that like morph from the Daily Driver Project into that was After Effects. I can do things like this with the callouts. See those? Yeah, the ones you saw with the Dano things, arrows. I can do. You can do all kinds of stuff. So I made some kind of cool graphics that are interactive, and I did some custom logos like this one. Or yeah, so that, so we did a few of those. The intro one was one too. I've made all those in After Effects, but that's one of the things I did is you're not doing a lot, so why not learn? So I've always wanted to learn more about After Effects, and that's what I've done. But 2021 is going to be an interesting year. I have no idea what's going to happen. No idea. I have no idea, but it's like starting over, basically. Typically, it would be car shows all year. I do 100+ shows a year typically, and I think I did maybe 30 before everything, lockdown, we got till March, so in 2020. So there were a few events, and then everything kind of disappeared, but Dona Derek's was still going on. Automobile Driving Museum did a few cruise-ins, which was pretty cool, but there wasn't a lot going on. Muscles and Mojos happened. A lot of the events turned into kind of cruise events. That's what Ventura Nationals did. They did, so Ventura Nationals usually does like a Sunday reliability run. Instead, they did that on a Saturday, which is pretty cool. I got to film all that and vlog it. So I did 2 videos, one that was just the cruise, and then one that was the actual vlog that ended up at the Murphy Auto Museum, which of course I do lots of stuff with. There will be videos coming up with them because they're doing Muscles and Mojo still, even though they're not open and can't be open. LA County is just, I live in LA County, I'm in Whittier, but LA County is just, the coronavirus is just pounding LA County. It's pretty scary. But you got to roll with it. You got to, one foot in front of the other, as they say. It's pretty crazy. And things changed. I changed the name of my channel. I know a few people that have changed jobs. Some people sadly have lost them. Like my friend Dee Dee, Miss Moon Eyes, if you remember her. A good friend started a baking business out of her place, which is totally cool, which I think is called Fake It Till You Make It, I think, or something like that. I'll put the name up, and here's her Instagram account with the name and all the stuff. And it's so exciting for her for starting the business. And she literally, when she started it, was booked. I think she started at the beginning of December, and it was booked till Christmas already. It's cool to see, you adapt. You have to adapt. You have to adapt and can't be fearful of all the things that are going on in the world. I wouldn't leave the house. I did say I was a homebody. I kind of am. I like to go to car events, but there is something nice about being at home. It is nice. It's kind of my thing, but I'm not to the level of never walking outside the door. I'm not like I don't want to go out. That's not, but that doesn't mean that I'm not, there's no fear of going out. And that's, I don't want to be fearful of going out. That doesn't mean you're not cautious, but that doesn't mean that I'm not, it's like I know people that are afraid to drive. Now I just feel like I'm rambling 2021. But you know, it's you got to overcome those fears and do your thing that you want to do. I mean, to be honest, when I started doing this, I was even afraid to get in front of the camera. Now 100 videos of doing this, being in front of the camera. So yeah, it's kind of crazy. It's kind of interesting. I couldn't tell you what 2021 is going to bring. It could bring tons of events. It could be some cool ones. I know one of the other cool ones that I love to go to is the Dr. George show, which is usually in February, and that event has been postponed. I have no idea what events are going to happen that are going to be postponed or not happen, or who knows. You never know. You just never know. You never know. 2020 proves you just never know what's going to happen to the world. So we just roll with it. Just roll with it. Yeah. And as I'm looking in the camera, and I need a haircut. And a shave probably too. Yeah. But you know, you sit around the house all day, you're just kind of lazy. I shave it myself, so it's my being lazy. It's not going out and being lazy. It's my being lazy. But you know, I'm excited. I'm excited about 2021. I'm excited, really excited about what Nostalgia Highway is going to bring, and what direction that'll take us. I just don't know yet, but that's kind of where we're at. That's the excitement. The excitement is the unknown. And the excitement is the process of getting to wherever we're going to take it, wherever I'm going to take it, wherever hopefully you guys will go along from the ride. I am super excited about everybody that signed up with the channel this year. I've actually grown pretty much larger than I expected this year with everything that was going on. I wasn't making a ton of content. I mean, I haven't turned out, I even in December stopped posting pictures and stuff on the Daily Driver Project, which is now Nostalgia Highway. I changed and revamped that website. My goal is in 2021 is, of course, to keep posting stuff along with new stuff on nostalgiahighway.com. I want to get back to doing my podcast, Random Thursday, like the one I just posted that was an older one about the automotive aftermarket. I won't post those. I have like 4 episodes for that podcast already that were from the beginning of the year. But I kind of stopped. Everything just kind of sucked the wind right out of it. I mean, didn't really want to do much. You know, I don't know. It was just a weird deal. So it just creatively just kind of sucked the juices out of me. And then as I started getting back into the year, it kind of came back. And then suddenly I'm making a new name, a new website, a new everything, designing logos. Yeah, so we're going to see where 21's gonna take us. I'm really excited for you guys to come along with the journey. Again, thank you to all the new people that signed up with this year in 2020. Thank you to all my friends that always support me. The list is huge. The list of people that support me out in the automotive community that a lot of times you don't see on the video because I shoot more cars. I think that's one of the things that I'm going to try to change this year is I'm going to start adding people. I don't have a ton of people, but that's one of the things I want to try is I hanging out with Mitzi's made me want to potentially try shooting portraits or something, which I've never done. I'll tell you a secret about me. So I have, there's a term for it, but it's basically red, green kind of colorblind. So I don't always see colors correctly, so a lot of times I rely on the camera to give me the correct colors. That's why I shoot Canon, because they're bright and they're vibrant, and it just kind of helps me distinguish colors. But it also makes me nervous about shooting people because I could potentially color people. I guess I could do black and whites. You even think about that till I'm talking about you. Look at ideas right now in my head while I'm talking to you. But I want to branch out and try some other things. So I'm gonna take you along on that journey, whether it's filming. Make sure you check out Nostalgia Highway. There'll probably be some new stuff on there and some new sections, and we're gonna see where everything goes. Thanks for sticking with me through 2020. Thanks for hopefully hanging out with me through 2021. If you don't want to miss anything in 2021, make sure you this video or any other videos that you see of mine. Make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future videos and get notifications when they come up. And of course, because of subscribing. Yeah, you know, all those things. 2021. I'm excited. We'll see you.